right, we're doing it.
We're doing it.
Doing it.
Are we live?
Doing it and doing it and doing
We
it.
are live for part 2. Sorry, folks.
Hey!
Some technical issues. So, yeah,
Oh.
let's see if people found us over here or not.
Okay, well, I don't know if anybody has or not. We'll take a minute to recap. So, they have fought their way through the caverns. They have found a chamber that is a mythical dwarven pool of special opalescent water. And Jen, the dwarf that they have been escorting for the escort mission, because escort missions, they can be done in a fun way if you pretend the person mostly doesn't exist.
It sounds like the nerdarchy way.
And
Hey,
okay, we have some people back. Parks is back with us. Yes, I believe other people are going to trickle in. Thank you guys for bearing with us.
Yeah,
the
sorry,
escort
technical
mission-
difficulties.
Our holiday gift to you, the ultimate plot twist. It's over. And now it's back.
Hey, the escort mission wasn't super easy. Like the first roll they had to make, they got a natural one and
It almost died.
Okay, so
They weren't
full
there.
disclosure, if that happened, they would have ended up falling down this corkscrew thing and ending up in the middle of that pit, and you would have then had to rescue them there.
Yeah.
So, oh, sorry, pulling away the curtain. Maybe I should never do that. I don't know. I'm a bad GM, guys. I'm a bad GM. Don't do what I do.
You were an amazing GM. You're like one of the best GMs I've played with.
That is super humbling. And also, I don't know. Now all of a sudden I have vague anxiety to get this right.
All right, now,
No pressure.
wow us with the finale. Go.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we are currently with Jen and Senta, and Gortham and Strawn are on this grassy, verdant island. And the grass is as green and vivid as you've ever seen in your entire life. And out of reverence and respect and his very religious background, Desatrico stands at the edge of the water, watching on. Jen's got tears running down their face. This is new. This is scary. They've never been important. For them, life is all about your place, and their place has forever been in the lower rungs of society. And now they're expected to rise as not just an important figure, but the important figure to save their people. Jen shrugs off their clothes, and you can now see that the jewels over their entire body are opal. They lie in the grass, this flower blooming as the roots spread, and they begin breaking out of their skin at different points and burrowing into the ground. And Senta takes several steps back and sort of nudges Desatricos and Strawn back into the water with her as the flower spirals and blossoms into these crystal petals that transmute into bark as the tree with golden sparkling wood burrows its now extending branches deep into the earth itself, and the rock face crumbles away, creating new light in the chamber as these glowing crystals of the entire rainbow spectrum, plus opal and strangely obsidian, form all over the chamber like a honeycomb.
Mhm.
Crystals jut up as Jen's body becomes completely enveloped in the bark, and crystals begin jutting up from the base and out of the sides of this tree at key points, and more crystals sort of form these almost droplets that segment at different places, dangling, hanging jewels that glow. The entire space is illuminated with more than white, as every color in the rainbow is represented, including the noble chromatic colors and those that surprisingly were said to not be natural, were said not to be represented in the chamber. The most pitch and ebony of hues are also represented. And Senta's eyes widen at this truth. The truth that all of the dwarves belong, and that all of them were born from the tree, just in their own ways. And yes, their magics can change what their colors are, but ultimately, they all come from one place. First, they came from the mother tree, and now the new generations will come from the master tree. From Jen, reborn. You hear echoing in the distance these shrieks. You smell this acrid, putrescent perfume just waft from the other tunnels. It's almost overbearing and your nostrils burn. And Senta looks to all of you. I don't know what's happening. We should probably go. We can leave the dwarves here now.
Will this master tree be safe?
We think so.
Is the pool still there, or did the tree kind of overlap the whole pool?
So the tree is burrowing its roots into the pool, whereas there was another source of this water that was corrupted in the other chamber. This one is pure.
So I want to reach into my bag, and I want to pull out. I'm going to get out of the lake, out of the pool.
Mm-hmm.
I want to reach into my bag and pull out one of the boggart stones.
Okay.
And I want to kind of, so that if water runs down, it will run away from the pool. But I want to scoop the water and pour it over top of the boggart stone.
Okay.
And see if, the pure water can set the stone back to able to be reborn, as opposed to dull and corrupt.
You pour the water over the stone, and the stone starts to crack with this rainbow light that shifts underneath the surface of what it once was as it crumbles. And briefly, you think it's going to work. And then it crumbles into ash in your hands.
Mm.
And you hear Jen's voice ringing in your head. What's been corrupted can't be lost, only put to rest.
I will. I'll be saddened by that. But if it can't be lost, it just needs to be corrupted. I will tell Senta exactly what I heard, and ask her if they heard it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will purify the other two stones.
Okay. Senta watches with somber reverence as they crack, and you see these tears flowing down her face with the knowledge that these are lost. But then it's almost like those tears shift to being those of a happy and joyous nature as she looks around to see that already it looks like bodies are sprouting within the different combs of this chamber.
That happens very quickly.
They won't awaken for a while. Not until they're ready. But you guys also realize the acrid stench is drifting away from deeper within, almost like it's no longer coming through. It weakens and lessens and lessens, and you wait for a while, and eventually there is no more stench. Well, we should go back.
Good idea. And for the record, just because we were all here while all these dwarves were being conceived, I'm not the father.
Senta sort of gives you a nudge. And you guys make your way back. When you get to that chamber that was full of hordes, you see the chamber is now full of rainbow crystals everywhere.
Oh, wow.
And none of the Umber Horde that were in this chamber are even here. You see overgrowth of plants and foliage sprouting from the crystals themselves, hues of blue, pink, purple, orange, green, growing over what looks like the former skeletons that are ashy and still crumbling. But the Ember Horde here, and from what you can tell elsewhere in the chamber, is no more, at least for now. And that this Master Tree is strong enough to resist their corruption. Whatever Senta and Jen went through together looking for this place, it apparently strengthened them enough to together overcome even corruption. You make your way out of the chamber to where the blizzard has mostly died, and there is now just a softly falling snow, your keep in the distance.
Vial still there?
The vials are still there, intact and preserved.
Excellent.
You know, if we could get more of those trees, we could really take it to the Umbra Horde.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, we'll have an overabundance of dwarves, but, you know, take the good with the bad. No offense, Santa.
I'm not sure that's how it works, but your heart's in the right place.
Where does the seed come from?
From the tree. The tree gives one. Jen's, well, the master trees probably won't come for a while. But when it does, it will be preserved like the other was. But maybe with our entire religion centering on it, around the tree, maybe this new master tree can lead us to a better way of life.
And skip those white dwarves.
The chromatic dwarves aren't bad. I am naturally chromatic. The problem is those who wanted to say they were better than others, that they were superior, that they deserved more. I want to try to make a holiday for the Master Tree, to remember Jen and how one of the lower was raised to be the greatest out of all of us.
That sounds like a great idea. We should probably kill Crom first.
Yeah, Crom's a problem, but I think our order will be there to stand against him.
Yeah.
For as long as that's needed.
Speaking of which, we should get back and start conscripting.
You're right, we should. The willing, though. We should do it right this time. Let's not make the mistakes of those before us.
And honestly, if we can get the Umbral blood, I don't know how the rest of you feel, but any who pledge to bring down the Umbral Horde, I'm willing to give them the green flame so long as that is their mission, even if they're not part of the order.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, we're the only ones really left. I guess we can just make the rules up, right?
We're in charge. I mean,
we are. And
The Phoenix would probably take its power back if we weren't acting against its wishes anyway, so.
you're right.
it is up to us to make the future bright. I'll call forth the green fire.
Yeah. I think maybe we rose out of the ashes like the Phoenix. We can make something better this time. For everyone.
Without a doubt.
More Minotaurs this time. Needs more Minotaurs.
And so, as you guys head towards your keep through the snow, having given the dwarves a new home, a new future, and a brighter path. As you walk towards your crumbling keep that you're still rebuilding, you can finally say that you guys raised your order out of the ashes of Ardor. And that is where we are going to end this campaign. And we don't know if we'll come back to it or not. We'll see. But the world, it's still there. If you want more of this world, I stream every other Thursday with a bunch of writer friends on Twitch, and we have a YouTube channel called Quill and Sword, and we tell stories in this world there too. So yeah, if you want more of the world, you can come over there. And thank you so much to my wonderful friends for letting me share this world and for you guys helping create this awesome story together.
Well, thank you for running it. It's been a blast, and we're going to be off for a few weeks. I think we take a week off. We do a session 0, maybe not necessarily in that order. And then we come back with a new game, which, I don't know, Steven, do you want to tell us about the new game?
Okay, sure. We'll pitch it a little bit. So the new game is going to completely diverge here. We are doing a comedic retrofuturist supers game using my favorite RPG system, which Dave introduced me to, Cypher System by Monty Cook Games. I love this system. It is my favorite TTRPG system I have encountered yet. And I also have their new Claim the Skies expansion that we'll be using to tell this story. It's going to be amazing. And I really hope that you'll join us for all of the shenanigans and antics. Think like Batman the Animated Series meets The Incredibles meets The Tick. This is all the different things all together. We are just pulling the elements, and we've got a great jazz free license music playlist. A lot of it is courtesy of Kevin MacLeod or Kevin MacLeod. I don't know how you say the name.
Cloud?
But yes, love it.
That's
Jazz,
how they spell the Highlanders. So.
Yes, disco, all that. It's got all the different elements woven into jazz. I'm kind of all about that. And we've got so much character art. It's crazy. Everybody has great characters already.
Oh yeah, such cool art by you, Steven.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see how it all comes together and to see what ways you guys change that world for the better or the worse. We'll find out.
Or indifferently. Definitely changes will be happening. Yeah, so we'll be back on the 11th with that game. Keep your eyes peeled. There will be a trailer dropping for that before the game comes up. So we're all looking forward to it.
And we're having a new friend join.
Yes, Robin won't be joining us. She's gonna be off parenting for a little bit. We figured we'd give them a break and let them settle into their new schedule and new way of life. In the meantime, we have another friend coming to game with us, Dell, or at Mootly over on TikTok, an Aussie from Tasmania. Little disappointed she's not playing the Tasmanian Devil as a hero, but, you know. But I'm sure it's going to be a blast either way. So with that, thanks for running for Steven. Thanks for everyone in the game. And thank you, folks, for hanging out with us. Again, my apologies for the technical difficulties. And until next time, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.